Virgo, and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is a general reading for you for the first week of August, really, from the 3rd to about the 9th, give or take a day or so. And it's just to see what's on the cards for you at this time. But before we dive into the tarot deck, I need to consult the oracle. And I'm just going to draw a couple of cards from this little oracle deck to give you a oracle reading to start off with and see where we go from there. So let's see what words of wisdom this wise little oracle has for Virgo for the first week of August 2020. What messages are there for Virgo? Let's see, you've got two cards here. We'll take them. Surprises. Oh, surprises. Venture down the rabbit hole. So there may be some surprises for you. And self-care. Tend to your garden. So that's quite optimistic messages. I will draw you another card. I will use another deck even. Let us take a look at this oracle. Let's see what words of wisdom this oracle has for Virgo for the first week of August 2020. What messages are there for Virgo for the first week of August 2020? Let's just put this out the way and see what piles are going to be created. I'll take the top pile and I'll just pick you one more card just to finish your reading off with. Let's see what we have. Snapdragon. Graciousness and benevolence. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. So there's an act of kindness, benevolence and graciousness. Tending to yourself, looking after yourself a bit, and who knows what surprises await you this week. So you've got surprises, acts of kindness and self-care. Instead of looking after everyone, you perhaps need to look after yourself a bit. So let's see what's on the cards for Virgo for the first week of August 2020. What messages are there for Virgo for the first week of August 2020? Messages for Virgo for the fourth week of August 2020. We'll just start the reading here. You've got the King of Pentacles, which fell out. That denotes, stability, security, and a wealth of growth following hard work and focus. Perhaps that's why, you've been very busy and it may be time for you to relax a bit. Now, you've also got the Chariot and Strength. So that shows you moving with determination and focus towards a goal and overcoming any barriers on your way. Perhaps moving towards a position of strength and fruition. The Strength card shows a need for perseverance and strength of mind, courage, continuing on with something because the goal is worth all the effort and focus and determination. Let's see what's brought you here. You've got the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Right, let's move these out the way a bit. And your challenges this week are the High Priestess, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Your advice from Spirit is Judgment, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Swords. And your outcome being the King of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. And the Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck. The Hierophant, particularly in this deck, denotes maintaining to a comfortable and traditional way of doing things, being watchful as well. Right, so I see perhaps, your venture started off with a great idea, an idea that seemed to bring clarity and a solution to a problem that you may have had you tied down to some extent, and unable to find or see a solution out of a problem, a way forward. But with some inspiration, tapping into your intuitive side, using your inspiration and looking, with a bright and positive being bright and positive, looking on the bright side is what I'm trying to say. You've sort of perhaps found a solution and a way out of a situation that seemed to be like a closed door. You found a way out and a way forward, and moving forward with that, progressing with it, but needing all the time to persevere and tap into your courage without blundering in like a bull in a china shop, just sort of steadily working at something, maintaining that goal in your mind and overcoming the obstacles in your way, because the vision, the end goal, promises stability, security, and room for further growth and development in your endeavour. But this week your challenges coming your way right. The Four of Pentacles sort of denotes certainly feeling stable, feeling like you're on track, but perhaps getting too comfortable in that state, and what may result is an unwillingness to continue forward. It sort of may get too comfortable where you are with what you've built around you so far. You may be tempted to just stay where you are, to just sit there for a while, rather than continuing to tap into your creative drive, your energy, and you may begin to forget that spark of interest that put you on this path in the first place, the drive, the determination, the will to reach for your ultimate goal. And you may begin to start feeling bored with the steady pace you're having to keep, the steadfast traditional approach may begin to start feeling a bit boring. The whole pace may want to slow down, and you may need to and struggle to tap into your intuition to reignite that spark of creativity, of willpower. Yeah, I'm getting a sense, with the High Priestess being in a challenge position, it's sort of like the magic of the whole journey may be fading, may start to feel lost, and you're grounded, finding you're plodding along on a predictable path. It's sort of your desire, your journey may begin to lose the magic that sort of you felt at the beginning when you had that burst of creativity. Your advice shows that, you may sort of have reached a dip in your energy levels, but it's a good time to reflect, and perhaps with that reflection try and look at things in a new perspective, from a new angle, and gain some enlightenment from that. There's reflection again. It's sort of like the cards also say, work to rise up from this inertia you may start to feel by stripping away the comfortable layers, look at the bare basics of what you're endeavouring towards. Get rid of the veneer. Try and tap into that original essence of what you're pursuing. And as a card of encouragement, you have the Six of Swords, denoting that you will transition. You will be able to crawl out of that state of inertia and re-emerge once again with renewed vigor and direction and drive moving forward. Your outcome shows that yes, you will reignite that sense of adventure again, that sense of passion for what you're working for, and you perhaps may even feel it even stronger than ever. You may, you'll be driving towards your goal almost with a sense of recklessness. Your return, that's, the Six of Cups denotes returning to yourself, reigniting this idea. So all those feelings will come flooding back, and I get a sense it also shows you'll be a lot firmer with yourself in not allowing yourself to meander off your path. I see, coming out of this week, you'd have gained some insight into what perhaps caused this state of inertia, and it may well have been a bit of burnout. There will be a clear and decisive solution found to the problems that may have been deterring your steady advancement. So for all you hard-working Virgos, you'll be back on track soon. You'll return to your old drive, your old sense of self, and almost with a reckless surge of interest and passion, you'll be back on track. So I get the self-care is down here by your Hanged Man and your Six of Swords. If you're feeling stuck in what you're moving towards, perhaps it is time to chill out a bit. Use that time to pamper yourself and gain some insight by looking at things from a different perspective, which is, refresh yourself, and then you'll be able to see things from a new perspective. I think the surprises are coming right at the end of the week, actually, with that resurgence of passion and vigour and energy. Graciousness, I think, goes with the King of Swords, because that sort of fits with making clear and decisive decisions in overcoming any problems in your path. But with that King of Swords is wisdom, and with wisdom comes the ability to be kind to others. Graciousness actually fits pretty well with strength as well. Tapping into your strength and using your perseverance, your ability to doggedly persevere with projects and situations, even though you may be tiring, with gentle persuasion and continued sustained efforts that may not be sort of like bursts of energy, but just continuing to tap at the problem, continuing to make progress slowly but surely. You may get a sense of serenity, and within that feeling you're able to give to others. So perhaps an act of kindness this week is going to be required of you, but I'm sure you'll probably do it without even realizing you're actively being kind. So there you have it, Virgo, continuing on a path that you've been working on, but which you may have lost some drive and energy and enthusiasm about. And with a bit of self-care, being able to step back, look at things in a new perspective, you may soon find yourself re-emerging with your initial enthusiasm, reconnecting with yourself, and who knows, as you surge forward into the next week, a happy surprise may await you. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonated with you. That you have a good week too, and God bless you till we meet again.